Welcome to church, everybody. Welcome to church.
Hello, welcome to church.
Hi, everyone.
Zayda, what does it mean to be a dwelling place kid?
Jesus lives in me. I am never alone, and I can change the world. Jesus lives in me, so I am never alone, so I can change the world. Jesus lives in me, so I am never alone, and we can change the world. Jesus lives in me, and I am never alone, and I can change the world.
Hey kids! So we're here to tell you something right now. Let's go. Ready? Jesus lives in us, and we're never alone, so we can change the world. Rock and roll.
Y'all ready? Here we go. Not marching to the beat of my own drum. I listen up for the rhythm of the risen sun. No telling where to end up without thee. So I listen for the heavenly melody. Oh yeah. You're the light, God, in my life. You're the light, God, in my life.
Shine through me both day and night. In such a time as this, may my life burn bright.
That's right, yeah. Raise 'em up. To the heavens, your love is reaching up, Lord. Your faithfulness reaches to the skies. I'm pressing out to reach the end of the race, God. You're calling me to win the heavenly prize. Lift 'em up, yeah. You're the light, God, in my life. You're the light, God, in my life.
Shine through me both day and night. In such a time as this, may my life burn bright.
You're the light, God, in my life. You're the light, God, in my life.
Shine through me both day and night. In such a time as this, may my life burn bright.
Yeah, check it, everybody, repeat it after me. Here we go now. Gonna shine this light, shine it out for you.
Gotta shine His light, shine it out for you.
Lighting up my life, everything I do.
Lighting up my life, everything I do.
Gonna shine this light, shine it out for you.
Gotta shine His light, shine it out for you.
Lighting up my life, everything I do.
Lighting up my life, everything I do.
You're the light, God, in my life. You're the light, God, in my life.
Shine through me both day and night. In such a time as this, may my life burn bright. Shine through me both day and night. In such a time as this, may my life burn bright.
Gotta shine this light, shine it out for you. Lighting up my life, everything I do. Gonna shine this light, shine it out for you. Lighting up my life, everything I do. Gonna shine this light, shine it out for you. Lighting up my life in everything I do. Tracy represent.
Now, I've been on a plane a few times. I've visited countries like America or England or New Zealand, but out of all the places I've been, there are far more places that I haven't been. Number one is a large world. The total surface area of Earth is about 500 million square kilometers. Now, most of our planet is covered by water, and only 29% is covered by land. See, the world is pretty huge, but how big is your world? Your world is made up of the people you know, the places you go, and the people you can reach. Proverbs 11:24-31 in the Message Bible says, "The world of the generous gets larger and larger, and the world of the stingy gets smaller and smaller." Your world can get bigger and bigger when you're generous and live a generous life. Generosity isn't just about giving money and things. See, generosity is a way of thinking, seeing, and living. Do you want to think big? Do you want to have a big vision? Do you want to live a life larger than yourself? Or do you want to have stingy thinking, a stingy vision, and a stingy life? I want to live a generous life and be generous in how I think, generous in vision and how I see the world, and live generous in every part of my life. We can be generous with our kind words. We can be generous with our encouragement, with our friendship, with our forgiveness. We can be generous with our serving. When we live in a way that is generous, our world gets larger and larger. The people we know, the places we go, and the people we can reach gets bigger and bigger. Number 2, cheerful givers. Everyone, show me your biggest, most cheerful smile. Alright, it's a good smile. You see, generous people are cheerful people. When you give, do it with a happy heart. You see, God loves a cheerful giver. 2 Corinthians 9:7-10 says, you should each give what you have decided in your heart to give. You shouldn't give if you don't want to. You shouldn't give because you are forced to. God loves a cheerful giver. And God is able to shower all kinds of blessings on you. In all things and in all times you will have everything you need. You will do more and more good works, it is written. They have spread their gifts around to poor people. Their good works continue forever. Psalm 112 verse 9, God supplies seed to the planter. He supplies bread for food. God will also supply and increase the amount of your seed. He will increase the results of your good works. Whew. God can take your generosity, given with cheerfulness no matter how big or how small, and He can do great things with it. God doesn't keep His generosity from us. He isn't stingy in His love. He is generous. He gives us so many blessings. When you're generous, you won't be missing out on anything. You can be a cheerful giver when you serve others. Do it with a smile. You can be a cheerful giver when you give your tithe and offering. Do it with a smile. Number 3, a life of generosity. Do you live the sort of life that is like a tight closed fist, holding on to everything you have, never giving, never sharing, never even letting your brother or sister borrow a toy? Let me see what a closed hand looks like. That's right. Now, would you rather live a life that is like an open hand, ready to be generous? Let me see your open hands, everybody. That's it. Deuteronomy 15:11. There will always be poor people in the land. Therefore, I command you to be open-handed towards your fellow Israelites who are poor and needy in your land. Do you live an open-handed life? An open-handed life isn't holding on to everything for themselves. An open-handed life is ready to share with others and be generous. 1 Timothy 6:18. Let them do good, that they may be rich in good works, ready to give, willing to share. You don't accidentally end up living a life of generosity. It's a choice. It's a decision that you make to look for opportunities and plan to be generous. Think about this. When someone plans a surprise birthday party for their friend, they have lots of things to plan and organize. They have to invite all the guests, prepare the food, make a cake, and get the perfect gift. Before the party, they need to make a plan and arrange for the guest of honor to be out somewhere while everyone comes over for the party and hides, waiting to yell, "Surprise!" That kind of generosity took someone to devise a plan and carry it out. Generosity is a way of thinking, seeing, and living.
Isaiah 64, verse 8. Lord, you are our Father, we are the clay. You are the potter.